Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu embarks on three-nation tour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases benefits under PM Cares for Children scheme. UPSC results out, Shruti Sharma tops, Prime Minister extends congratulations. A five-member Pakistani team arrives India for Indus Water Treaty talks. And Maram community leaders ban drugs and poppy cultivations. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Saraswati Singha bringing to you the stories in detail. In the first ever visit from India at the level of Vice President to Gabon, Senegal and Qatar, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu's visit to Gabon and Senegal will add momentum to India's engagement with Africa. Naidu's visit to Qatar will further enhance bilateral ties even as both sides prepare to celebrate 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties. Both the nations are expected to conclude a number of bilateral documents during Naidu's visit. During the first leg of his visit to Gabon from May 30th to June 1st, Naidu will hold delegation-level talks with the Prime Minister of Gabon, Rose Christian Osoka Rapanda. He will also interact with the business community. Besides holding team-level talks with the President of Senegal from June 1st to 3rd, the Vice President will also meet the President of the National Assembly, Mustafa Niasse, and other dignitaries. Naidu will hold team-level talks with Qatar's Deputy Amir Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Thani and review bilateral cooperation from June 4th to 7th. Asserting that children who have lost their parents due to COVID-19 will get full support for their schooling and higher education, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today released the benefits under PM Cares for Children scheme. Speaking through video conferencing, Modi said PM Cares for Children is an initiative to relieve some of the burden children face after losing their parents. The Prime Minister said children between 18 to 23 years of age will get a fixed stipend and get an amount of 10 lakh on attaining 23 years. He said PM Cares will also help those who need education loan. Modi said children are being provided 4,000 rupees per month and an Ayushman card to cover health expenses up to 5 lakh rupees. He said the PM Cares initiative has been made possible through the contributions of citizens across the nation. Stating that his government has completed 8 years today, the Prime Minister said that through schemes such as Sabka Saath Sabka Vishwas, among others, the nation is moving forward with unprecedented speed to achieve growth.
पीएम केयर्स के जरिए ऐसे बच्चों की कॉपी, किताबों और यूनिफॉर्म्स के खर्चों को भी उठाया जाएगा। अगर किसी को प्रोफेशनल कोर्स के लिए, हायर एजुकेशन के लिए एजुकेशन लोन चाहिए होगा तो पीएम केयर्स उसमें भी मदद करेगा।
Inaugurating the three-day 39th Commanders Conference of the Indian Coast Guard today in New Delhi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said maritime preparedness is a key aspect that safeguards economic and strategic interests of a nation. Recalling the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, the Defence Minister said the incident showed that for a long time the nation's orientation was focused on the security of land borders and not coastal security. Singh said the country hasn't witnessed any terror activities since the 2008 Mumbai attacks. Sharing his views on the importance of a free and open Indo-Pacific, the Defence Minister said global and regional trade in the region has posed new challenges. On the Indian Ocean region, Singh said India's geographical location is crucial from the strategic and economic point of view. The minister added that the Indian Ocean region accounts for more than two-thirds of the world's shipments. Union Public Service Commission has announced the result of Civil Services Examination 2021. Shruti Sharma has emerged as the topper in the examination while Ankita Agarwal secured the second rank. Gamini Singla has secured the third position. In good news for the Northeast, two candidates from Nagaland, Viku Al-Achumi and Imsenaro Walling, were ranked 567th and 587th respectively. As many as 685 candidates have qualified the examination. Out of these, 244 are from general category, 73 from economically weaker sections, 203 of other backward classes, 105 scheduled castes and 60 from the scheduled tribes. Gamini Singla credited her success to family members and expressed her desire to work in the field of women empowerment and health. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated all those who have cleared the Civil Services Main Examination 2021. A five-member delegation of Pakistan, approved by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, which arrived in India a day before through the Wagah border, is set to participate in the 118th bilateral meeting on Indus Water Treaty in New Delhi on Monday. During the meeting, both sides will deliberate on the issue of advanced flood information and the annual report of the Permanent Commission of Indus Waters. The head of the Pakistani delegation and Commissioner of Indus Waters, Syed Meher Ali Shah, said there will be talks on the sharing of flood forecast data, while the Pakistan Commission for Indus Waters annual report will also be discussed during the negotiations. Union Minister for Commerce and Industry and Textiles Piyush Goyal held an interactive meeting with the newly constituted Textile Advisory Group at Indian Merchants Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Mumbai recently. The meeting was jointly organized by the Office of Textile Commissioner, Mumbai, and Cotton Corporation of India, Navi Mumbai. Piyush Goyal urged the industry to develop models for improving ginning efficiency and outturn. The minister further directed that a portal be created with inputs of Cotton Association, Ginners, as well as Confederation of Indian Textile Industry and the Southern India Mills Association. The minister also emphasized the need to protect cotton crop from pink bollworm attack. Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led NDA government completes 8 years today. In these 8 years, the government has initiated several steps for the benefit of citizens. On this day, 3 years ago, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took oath of office for the second time. All ministers in the BJP government at the centre and states and its elected representatives will take part in the massive public outreach campaign to mark the milestone of the Modi government. Meanwhile, the BJP President JP Nadda has described the Narendra Modi-led government as responsive, proactive and a pro-responsive government. He added that Prime Minister Modi has changed the culture of Indian politics. A 75-hour public outreach program will be organized from booth to the national level, in which all union ministers in the BJP-led state governments will take part and visit villages.
और उसी इनोवेशन के तहत प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने नमो ऐप के तहत माइक्रो साइट में जा करके एक नया मॉड्यूल खड़ा किया है, जो इंटरेस्टिंग भी है, इंटरैक्शन भी है, इंफॉर्मेशन भी है और इनोवेशन भी है। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि इस मॉड्यूल में को गेमिफाई किया गया है, एक खेल के माध्यम से।
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has said leaders and representatives of the Maram community have collectively come together and resolved to ban drugs and poppy cultivations. In a tweet, Chief Minister Biren Singh said he had met with Maram representatives and added that the ban will apply to all Maram inhabited areas in Manipur. Reiterating his commitment to connect remote areas of Arunachal Pradesh with international borders, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu today reviewed road projects and called upon officials to expedite work in this regard. In a tweet, Khandu informed an e-Pragati meeting that connecting isolated areas in the state with roads has been on top of his government's agenda. In another tweet, Khandu said he was glad to inform that the government used locally made bamboo flasks instead of plastic bottles in the cabinet and e-Pragati review meet today. In Meghalaya, under the aegis of Purvottar Hindi Academy, a 3-day National Hindi Development Conference got underway at the Rajasthan Vishram Bhavan, Lukia Road in Shillong from May 27th. Hindi writers, poets and literators from different parts of the country participated in the conference. The conference was inaugurated by Lajja Ram Bishnoi, the newly appointed DGP of Meghalaya. The Hindi Development Conference has been organized frequently by Northeast Hindi Academy with the aim of creating awareness about Hindi in the northeastern Indian states. This organization is also working for the upgrade and coordination of local languages of the northeast such as Khasi, Bodo, Assamese, Manipuri and Bengali. Envisioned to provide safe and adequate drinking water through individual household tap connections by 2024 in rural India, the Jal Jeevan Mission under the Ministry of Jal Shakti is meant to create a people's movement for water, making it everyone's priority. It will include extensive information, education and communication as a key component of the mission. Let's listen to what the beneficiaries have to say about the scheme.
इससे हमें बहुत तरह की सुविधा हुई है। जैसे पहले हम हैंडपम्प यूज़ करते थे और उससे बहुत ज़्यादा आयरन आता था और कपड़े भी पीले पड़ जाते थे, बहुत तरह की बीमारियां होती थी। और जब से केंद्र सरकार द्वारा दिया गया मिशन जल घर घर जल आया है, उसके बाद से हमें ऐसी बीमारियां नहीं होती, कपड़े भी अच्छे से धुल जाते हैं। और पहले बच्चे मैले पानी से नहाते थे और हमारा हेयर फॉल भी बहुत होता था आयरन का पानी से। पर जब से ये जल जीवन मिशन आया है, हमें इस तरह की ना ही बीमारियां कुछ होती है बच्चों को और ना ही हेयर फॉल भी होना कम हो गया है। आयरन का पानी से खाना बनाते टाइम हमें बहुत तरह की गंध और गंध मिलता था, टेस्ट भी नहीं आता था और उससे बीमारियां भी तो होती है पानी से। अगर हम आयरन का पानी से खाना बनाते हैं तो बीमारियां भी तरह तरह की होती है, पेट खराब हो जाना। पहले हमें फ़िल्टर करना होता था पर अभी ये पहले से फ़िल्टर होके आता है, तो ये बहुत अच्छी सुविधा है हमारे लिए, दोबारा फ़िल्टर नहीं करना होता है हमें। अभी फकीरग्राम में हर घर में जल जीवन का टूटी लगा हुआ है, इससे बहुत तरह की सुविधा हुई, हमें बाहर नहीं जाना होता है। पहले हम अच्छा पानी के लिए बाहर दूर जाना होता था, पर अभी हमें दूर जाना नहीं होता है, घर पे ही हमें पानी मिलती है, तो इससे हमारा समय भी बचता है। और मैं खुद बाहर जाती थी, मुझे स्कूल भी जाना होता था, पर मुझे पानी भर के लाना होता था अपने घर के लिए बाल्टी में। पर अभी जब से ये मिशन आया है हर घर जल, मुझे भी समय के अनुसार पानी मिल जाता है, जिससे मैं अपना स्कूल भी टाइम से जा सकती हूँ। तो ये बहुत अच्छा सुविधा दिया गया है ये फकीरग्राम के लोगों को भी।
In IPL cricket final, Hardik Pandya's all-round performance powered debutant Gujarat Titans to a 7-wicket win over Rajasthan Royals at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Hardik Pandya was declared player of the match. Apart from Hardik, Sai Kishore scalped 2 wickets, while Mohammad Shami, Yash Dayal and Rashid Khan took 1 wicket each. For Rajasthan Royals, Jose Butler top scored with 39. And to end the news, the main points once again. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu embarks on 3-nation tour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases benefits under PM's Cares for Children scheme. UPSC results out, Shruti Sharma tops, Prime Minister extends congratulations. A 5-member Pakistani team arrives India for Indus Water Treaty talks. And Maram community leaders ban drugs and poppy cultivations. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.